Hello and welcome. I'm Uncle Saw, bringing you the English language summary of major news events from the last week of November. In Rakhine State, a deadly airstrike by Judo forces struck Chowdo Township this morning, causing multiple civilian casualties. The attack happened at around 10:30 a.m. when a fighter jet dropped a 5,000-pound bomb directly onto Chowfo village. According to local freelance journalist Nimiton, civilians were killed, 5 women and 1 man. Victims include elderly residents and a young woman in her 20s. Rescue workers also confirmed that at least 10 more people were injured, among them 4 children under the age of 5 and 2 minors under 18. Some of the injured are in critical condition due to severe sharpened wounds. The airstrike also destroyed 4 homes and a second bomb landed near the 377 artillery battalion close to Kansat village. The Arakan army was warned that due to aircraft continues to target civilians areas across Rakhine and advised the public to remain alert to possible air attacks. The military council has begun releasing nearly 8,700 political prisoners, detainees facing trials, and individuals previously in hiding under Penal Code Section 501A. The release started this morning, November 27th, following an announcement made by the jury last night. According to Order 11 by 2025, issued under Penal Code 401 by 1, a total of 8,665 people are being granted limited amnesty. Prisons across the country, including Inse, Kalay, Opo, Daewoo, Baku, and Jaimyo, began releasing inmates late on November 26 and continued through November 27. Officials say 3,085 detainees have been released so far. Among them is Uchido, a spokesperson for the National League for Democracy, who has been jailed since 2021. The Judah also announced that 2,361 prisoners had their sentences reduced, while 724 others were freed under strict conditions requiring them to serve remaining sentences if rearrested. In addition, cases against 5,580 people charged under Section 512 have been dismissed. Revolutionary groups said the mass release is a political move ahead of the Judah's planned three-phase election beginning December 28. The European Union and the European Parliament has issued a strong statement today rejecting the Myanmar Judah's planned election, calling it illegal and anti-democratic. The EU says the process expected between December and January fails to meet even the basic standards of democracy, freedom, or genuine voter participation. The European lawmakers cite ongoing repressions, mass displacement, and the absence of political dialogue, saying the military is attempting to legitimize its 2021 coup through this election. The EU is demanding the immediate and unconditional release of all political prisoners, including President Wimit and State Councillor Dawson Siji, along with all MPs jailed on politically motivated charges. The statement also condemns the Judah's restrictive political parties registration laws and new election laws, calling for them to revolt. The EU further urged independent, transparent investigations into Judah's human rights abuse and denunciates continuous attacks and forced displacement of civilians. Finally, the EU refrains its recognition of the NUG and the CRPH as the legitimate democratic representatives of the Myanmar people. In ARE regions, Wakama Township's multiple villages are being forced to pay large sums of money under the pretext of finding a military commission's never Medicaid team. Local residents say the township's military council administrative officer, known as Swantan, has been collecting 150,000 kyat from each of the 17 trees villages along the Maubin River, including Nyagu and Kanasoko. The officer claims the funds were needed for a Navy medical team that arrived on November 23rd aboard the vessels Shibusu and Saku. But according to the Special News Task Force Patain, the collection was fraudulent. Nearly 11 million checks were previously taken from the village. After the extortion was exposed, sources say the officer summoned village administrator, scolded them, and then allegedly paid bribes to higher-level military council officials to avoid being transparent. Resistance also reported that he has been demanding 1 million checks for each replacement request under the Congression's law or 20 lakh if no request is provided. Village administrative teams are being forced to pay around 2,000 lakh every 2 months. Additionally, over the past 2.5 years, more than 50 village administrators who operate petrol shops have been pressured to provide 10 lakh worth of fuel each month for the officer family trace.